KLEK 102.5 forecast. This weather forecast is brought to you by Set TV Now Internet Television, 500 channels of TV. www.trytvfree.biz. My forecast for Martin Luther King Jr. Day today will be partly to mostly cloudy. There's a chance of more snow showers today in the high, about 35 to 40. Some light snow and snow showers overnight, the overnight temperature in the mid-teens, maybe an inch of snow by morning. Partly to mostly sunny skies developing after the morning clouds dissipate Tuesday, and the high in the low 20s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. A double suicide bombing in Baghdad left at least 35 people dead. At least 72 people have been injured after a mezzanine floor at the Indonesia Stock Exchange collapsed. US President Donald Trump is denying that he's racist. And UK construction giant Carillion is going into liquidation, leading to fears for thousands of jobs and questions for the UK government about the contracts it handed to it.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I am here still with the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Today is their Founders Day. The first part of the show, we were talking about the MLK Junior Parade and other events that are going on today. So now we're going to get into some more information about their sorority. So welcome, ladies, and for those that came in a little bit after the previous segment, welcome. All right, so we're going to get into some introductions. First, I would like you ladies to tell your name and just a little bit about yourself and where you are in life right now. Started with Miss Erica. Not Miss April. I'm so sorry.
Hello, I'm April Tucker. I am currently a member of the graduate chapter, Kappa Nu Omega. I first became a member of the sorority back in 1999.
Okay. All right.
My name is LaQuita Lewis. I am a member of the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha, and I'm a recent initiate. Well, not very recent. I'm fall 16.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ashley Wilson. I am a current graduate member of Kappa Nu Omega as well, and I am sitting next to my beautiful line sister, LaQuita. I also am a fall 16 initiate, and I'm really excited about the MLK parade. That's where I am in life right now, MLK.
Maybe you'll get a nap after this is over.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Maya Reed. I am currently an undergraduate member of the enticing Ada Upsilon chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I am a fall 2015 initiate.
Okay, so are you still in school?
Yes,
and
I am.
When do you hope to graduate?
May 2018, actually May 12, 2018.
Alrighty. And Miss
Hello.
Alyssa, okay, please tell me.
Alyssa. Hello, everyone. My name is Alyssa Hamilton. I am a graduate chapter member of Kappa Nu Omega, chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. This is my first Founders Day.
Okay.
New initiate, fall 17, and I'm excited to be here.
All right, well, welcome. So I am excited to get to know more about you ladies in the sorority and all the things that you do in and around the community. Of course, people can find basic information on, your national website, which is aka1908.com, but it's nothing like hearing the information come directly from the people that are involved and that serve. So let's get into the when and where the chapter was founded, and then we'll get into when the alumni chapter was founded. So when and where was the AKA sorority founded?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was founded on January 15th, 1908 on the campus of Howard University.
Okay. So I noticed that a lot of the sororities and fraternities were founded on Howard University. Was that just the central point? Like, was there in your history, there's something about Howard that made it kind of a central location or a central starting point? I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. Oh, maybe we could do some more research and find that out. I'm sorry. I just threw that in. I'm sorry. Okay, and then let's talk about the alumni chapter. When was that one started? Or founded, rather?
Kappa Nu Omega, chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, was started in Jonesboro, Arkansas, June 29th, 1975.
1975, okay. And so are the majority of those members still living in Jonesboro, the ones that founded Kappa Nu?
We do still have members still here, too.
Okay.
Sora Erling Smith and Sora Herschel Gaines.
Okay. And those ladies have done wonders in the community, so shout out to those ladies today. All right, so let's talk about some of your tenets or your principles that AKA was founded on. Okay.
Ada Upsilon was trying.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. We have two chapters representing, so I gotta break it up. So, but overall, AKA overall, what are some of your tenets or principles or your, what was the chapter founded on?
So the purpose of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is to cultivate and encourage high scholastic and ethical standards, to promote unity and friendship among college women, to study and help alleviate problems concerning girls and women in order to improve their social stature, to maintain a progressive interest in college life, and to be of service to all mankind.
Okay.
So the purpose, really, the service is what it's all about, giving back to the community, being in the community, being a present in the community, and serving others in the community.
Okay. And again, if you all would like to learn more information, because there's more detailed information that's concerning the history, and it just be like reading a biography. So we won't want to read. We really want to hit the highlights and give you the real exciting information. Not the that came out wrong. Give you the highlights of the sorority. You can read the rest on your own time. I'm sorry for the cut off. Stop talking.
It's okay. A lot of people can understand around this.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the alumni chapter and when it was started and, some of the principles that it was founded upon.
The alumni chapter was founded upon basically the same principles as the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. We follow the same purpose. We follow the same principles. We try to do the same things that we do nationwide. Okay.
I would also like to add to that Sora Erling Smith, one of the things that she shared, I remember with me as well as the rest of Fall 16 was that she felt like we needed something here. And that she felt, why can't we do that here? Why can't we have a chapter here, Alpha Kappa Alpha chapter here to help kind of, implement some of those, some of our programs and implement some of our service in this area. And so she had a heart, her and Laura Shaw, to bring that here. And that's what they did starting with Ada Upsilon on up. So, yes.
Okay. All right, so I think every college campus should have an organization that a sorority on all sororities on every campus, so that everyone that is willing that wants to join can find a place for them. Like, everyone deserves to find a place where they fit in, a group of people that they connect with and can work with. Okay. I don't know why so much this morning. Okay. And this is not my first rodeo, so I don't know what is going on this morning. Okay, so let's talk about your programs and your special areas of interest. Do the undergrad and alums share in, say, national and state programs and local programs? All right, so whoever would like to talk about the programs.
Yes, well, undergrad as well as the graduate chapter, we all have the same 5 targets that we try to reach. And I do believe she will go into more detail about those programs.
We have 5 targets, and those targets are nationally. Undergrad alumni, all of us have the same targets. Our first target is educational enrichment, which basically focuses on making sure that high school students are well prepared to go into college. We do a lot of mentoring programs with the SEN program so that they are better prepared for things like the ACT and going off to college. We also do Think HBCU, which focuses on getting African American students to historically black colleges. We also focus on our. You was about to say something? Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I want to add to that one before I move on to the next one. Okay, then our second target is health promotion, which of course we want everybody to be healthy. So we focus on making sure that our community and the people around us are healthy. So we do different programs focusing on Alzheimer's, heart disease. Basically coming up, we have Pink Goes Red, which is giving the date February 2nd. February 2nd. Yeah. We have Pink Goes Red, which we always do Zumba.
Yes.
Oh,
we
I remember
we got
that.
something added this year.
We got Mixed Fit added this year, and right. We're trying to get that heart.
Yes, it's heart healthy.
Get that heart healthy. Get that heart moving.
Heart pumping for real.
Yes.
So we'll have more information on our website about Pink Goes Red, so that we want everybody to come out. When we do that, we also do the food.
Yes,
along with that, where you can bring out canned goods and things to donate. Our third target is family strengthening. We all have family, and we want to make sure that families are strengthened by whether that be financial. Give me something.
Financial
family strengthening.
Yes, we want to help them with their budgeting and financial
literacy
improvement. Yeah.
And so that also
Financial
goes
health.
with.
Okay.
There you go. That also goes with childhood hunger. Like I said, we donate. We get throughout the year. We do where we get canned goods and different things donated. So family strengthening, that would go with our childhood hunger. We want to make sure that we get families fed. Target 4, environmental ownership. We do recycling. We do acts of green. We do the playground mobilization. All of these programs are on our site, so I'm not going to go into great detail about each one. But if you want more information on each program, then of course you can go on our site. And our last target is global impact, which goes on to go ahead. I can't even remember.
Okay, no. So with our global impact, basically, we implement. If you look on our website, it's more of a global classroom project that prepares our youth for our society, the direction we're going in. We work in partnership with the United Nations Association to help focus on this mission, and it's a biennial conference that they have that's convened every other year, and it's renewed with the AfriCare Partnership, and AfriCare Alpha will implement young hunger initiatives on the continent of Africa.
Okay. And I'm looking at that. Okay, so if you go to the aka1908.com website, click on programs, which is like in the middle of a little box, and then you go at the top, there's different options. Click on program targets, and that will give you a list and details, explanation of each one of these targets. And this is really wonderful, all the things that you all do and are involved in try to help enrich the lives of individuals in the various communities in which they live. So I just really advise everyone to please go and read more information about these ladies and what they do, and find a way that you can work with them, or find a project you would like them to get involved with if they're not already doing something else, which you all do quite a bit. I'm looking at your community impact days. Of course, today, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, which is in January. Pink Goes Red for Heart Health Day. As much as I love pink, I'm going to wear red too in February. 1908 Playgrounds Mobilization Day, which Ms. Laquita mentioned, that's in May. There's just so much. June, July, October. And I'm sure that you all will find ways to fill in the other months as they come along. So So we will be on the lookout for that. And I want to say this, I should have said this from the beginning, I apologize. Kappa Nu Omega has been a big supporter, is a big supporter. And of course, Ada Upsilon of KLEK. So we thank you so much for your love and support that you provide to us here. We look forward to seeing all the wonderful things that you all do, and we hope this is a long-lasting partnership. All right, so let's move on into some of the events. Well, of course, we know that today is MLK Day, so you all will be participating in that. As mentioned earlier, well, if you missed the first segment, Ms. Ashley mentioned some of the things that the ladies will be doing, but just highlight those activities again, what you all will be doing today for MLK.
So definitely we're going to march in a parade, and just to kind of show our support, and to also show that we are a community service oriented organization, and we care about social change, and we care about making an impact. So we're going to march definitely in the parade, and then afterwards at the program, we're going to put on that service hat that we say we're all about service to all mankind. We're going to put that hat on, and we're going to help with the vendors. We're going to help with the band and the ushering, whatever we are needed, we are going to help. And I just love that about my chapter, that and just this organization period, the ladies that I've connected with, my sorority sisters, services always in our hearts. And I'm just glad that they are again participating today and willing to come out and help and be another voice and person and body and society that's doing something productive.
Well, we appreciate that so much. Thank you, ladies, for that. All right, so let's talk about, for those that you interact with in the community, how do you recommend these individuals be more active in their community concerning social and health awareness? You all mentioned social change and trying to make an impact in that, but there's also health awareness issues that you all tackle as well. How do you try to encourage everyone you meet, whether they're in the sorority or not, to be more active and present in these issues, concerning these issues?
Well, with social awareness and health awareness, we encourage people, to take ownership in their own health issues. Some of the risk factors for heart disease are preventable. Some are not preventable, but the ones that are preventable, like smoking, you can stop smoking. Obesity, of course, you can lose weight by diet and exercise. Decrease your cholesterol. Your high blood pressure, you could, by diet and exercise, you can also decrease that. And diabetes, you can control that. And the risk factors that are not modifiable, that you can't do anything about, like age, your genetic makeup, and your gender. Heart disease is the #1 killer in African American people. It's the #1 killer, period, in all people. It has no color, no race. It's just, pretty much a big issue, and can lead to other bigger issues like heart attack and stroke. So if people just take ownership in their own risk factors, they could decrease these diseases.
That's wonderful. I would love to see the numbers go down drastically and every American be as healthy, every person be as healthy as possible. If they can, we talk a lot about heart health when I have different people from ASU come, and just health in general. And yes, taking ownership is #1. You can't blame someone else or something else. Yes, there are some environmental factors, but overall, it is the individual that has the power to change the situation.
We also have the awesome event coming up February 2nd. Okay. To help with taking ownership in that. Pink Goes Red is going to be held at Micro Society Elementary School at 6 p.m. The address is 110 West Washington Avenue, Jonesboro, Arkansas. We will be having Mixed Fit and Zumba. That will
And
be
Turbo Kick.
and Turbo Kick.
I know about Turbo Kick.
We are all going to find out. We're excited. One of our own sorority sisters, Erin, she is going to be doing Turbo Kick, so
Kick.
we're going to all be ready.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my God. So wait a minute, are the kids or is it the whole school that would be involved in Zuma and Mixed Fit and all of that?
Anyone that wants to come out and enjoy it,
Okay.
we ask that when you come out that you bring donations of non-perishable food items such as Pop-Tarts,
Okay.
ravioli, ramen noodles, canned goods, any packaged food will
Okay.
be welcome.
And these food items will be donated to the school's backpack program.
That's awesome.
So we basically knock out 2 programs at once, which is childhood hunger and heart disease.
And it's really sad in this country that we have children that are still going hungry. So thank you all for that, for helping to eradicate that one thing, because children should not have to sit in class worried about when I go home, is there going to be something to eat when I get home?
Right.
And the parents should not have to worry about how am I going to feed my kids. So thank you all so much for help to fill in those gaps that we should not be having.
And that's how, Kabila, that's how, when you ask your question about how can we kind of get people involved, bring those food items, come to the events that the organizations are having, because they're benefiting you and they're benefiting everyone else. Go to the financial workshop so you can be more financial fit, so you can spread the message forward to someone else. Also, we have our SIN youth, and as well as the Kappa League. I know that Elisa mentioned this earlier about the Kappa League as well as the SIN. They are doing a coat drive at the MLK program today, and they are actually collecting coats for children and individuals. So if you have coats for young adults, for children or adults, we will take them, and they're going to donate those as well to the hub.
Okay, so bring out your coats, gloves, and maybe any other items.
Seasonal wrap.
Oh yes.
All right, so we're going to get ready to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated with these lovely young
You're listening
ladies.
to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Want some creative ways to discipline your kids? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Disciplining our children takes dedication and effort. It also helps to mix in a little creativity. So get out of the discipline rut with our 21 creative consequences. If you have younger children who are messy, try this. Set the toy somewhere out of reach but within sight for a few days. Seeing it but not getting it will remind them to pick it up and put it away next time. Here's another one. Want your child to hold their tongue? Make them do it literally. Have them stick out their tongue and hold it between 2 fingers. This is an especially effective correction for public outbursts. For the rest of the 21 creative consequences, listen to my podcast at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
For almost 3 years, KLEK 102.5 FM has brought you the music you love on your radio, on your computer, and on your phone. Now, we want to bring the music to your party, wedding, or any event. KLEK now offers DJ services for all occasions with over 22 years of DJ and broadcast experience. We can also announce your event on KLEK. Need a photographer for that special occasion? We got that covered too. Package deals available. Book us for DJ, photography, or for both for your event today. Call 870-203-9951 or look us up on social media at KLEK FM.
karaoke, and photo booths with a custom design of your event are also available.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the Police Department, 1001 South Caraway Road. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, under the direction of Bishop Adrian Rogers and co-pastor Susan Rogers. www.fjministries.org.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
Help keep the dream alive. Wishing you a very happy MLK holiday. For
KLEK 102.5 FM. And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Harden, and along with me is Miss April Tucker. We have Laquita Lewis, Maya Reed, and Alyssa Hamilton. Miss Ashley had to step out. She had to go and do the go to the MLK parade activities. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get it together today. All right, so we're going to continue on our conversation with these lovely ladies. Get to know more about their sorority and the work that they do here in the city of Jonesboro. So we've talked about their history and some of their principles and their tenets and the things that the sorority was founded on. So now we're going to get more into about what they do. They have also listed, they did talk about their national and local programs. So if you missed the first part of the show, you can go back and watch the video after it's over. Or you can also go to their website, which is aka1908.com. There are various links to give you all of this information. Okay, so let's talk about, this is an election year. There are a lot of seats in the House and the Senate, and even on the local level, there are some city positions that are coming available in various states. How do you encourage people to get more involved, to get more informed about the whole election process, who's running for what position, and to vote accordingly, to your beliefs, not just based on party, but how do you encourage people to get more involved in the process?
Well, one of the things that we have done in the past, especially in 2016, when there was the presidential election, both undergrad and the graduate chapter collaborated with the voter registration drive, so that way people know how they can vote and their eligibility and things of that nature, and just also to not necessarily sway people in the direction of like who to vote for, but just to make sure that you are an informed voter, because informed voters are the best voters.
All right. And I would like to encourage people to pay attention to KLEK as time winds down. We will be inviting the various candidates from especially local positions to come on the show, and we would give them a platform to discuss their topics and what they believe and what they stand on. So tune in and pay attention to what each person has to say, and do your own research as well. Now, will you all have maybe a particular site you're set up to do voter registration, or where you just go to various locations? Do you have any plan? I know it's still early in the year, but I apologize for asking these questions, but do you all have you all tossed around some ideas on where to set up to hopefully draw people to get signed up to register to vote?
I know that undergrad, we usually set up a table on campus in the union, like a voter registration table, so that people because most college students are over 18 years old. So of course that we try to get them to register to vote and things of that nature.
And I think, go ahead.
The graduate chapter normally utilizes local churches in order to recruit people who haven't voted, to give you information on where to go based upon where you live, and to help you get information. But the organization also has a committee called a Connections Committee. And that committee is responsible for promoting that type of information, supplying the information, and giving the dates and the locations, which of course we will share with KLEK when it's available.
Oh, we sure thank you. I'm trying to do my part to stay on top of all the community events possible. So anything you all have, please send it our way so we can get the word out to the community, because we want the community to get it as involved as possible. I used to just live here. I've lived here for like 20 years and I wasn't as involved, but I'm trying to do better. I have a son, and some of us have children, and we need our children to see us doing things so they can bring up the rear and keep the legacy going, keep it going. All right, so so let's talk about your mentoring program. You mentioned earlier it's called Ascend, and so let's get into a few more details about that program, the ladies that you serve, the age group, and what are some things you try to highlight and focus on?
The age group we focus on is 9th through 12th graders. We focus on making sure that they are, while in high school, that they are preparing themselves, like I said again, for ACT testing, preparing to go to college, basically making sure that they are getting everything they need to out of high school so that when they do get to college, they're better prepared. I think we have coming up a financial workshop with them just to let them get more prepared to go into the real world, as far as right, because even in college you're still having you're still having to manage your money. You're not quite in that adulthood where you're paying all these bills or whatever, but you're still managing, being able to live on campus, gas for your car, whatever. So we're making sure that they're well informed on things like that. Let me think of any other Ascend programs we have coming up.
Well, I believe we have already mentioned that what they're currently doing is preparing for one of our program's seasonal wraps. They're collecting the coats and the gloves and scarves along with the Kappa League, which is part of collaboration. Because we do collaborate with other organizations in the city.
That's wonderful.
To make sure that the community is served.
I always feel that we can do more together than separate. And like during the week of Kwanzaa, there were some things that we highlighted: unity, cooperative economics, and collective work and responsibility, working together. We as a people, as a community, as a whole, a nation as a whole, can get more done together than separate. So I'm very happy to see those young people active and working, and hopefully that instills something deep within them that they will pass on to everyone else that they encounter, and it carries them throughout their adult life. So I want to touch on the financial aspect. Dr. Kelly Danfus mentioned that as well when he came here about he wished there were more classes, even like except for college students. A lot of them get those student loans, and there's a little excess left over if you're lucky. Right. So instead of just spending, try to budget or even put it in the savings, or start investing in some stocks and CDs and bonds and all of that good stuff. I bet there are some high school students who don't even know what a 401k or IRA is. So they might not
need
even
to come
know
to this workshop.
or they might not even know how to even balance a checkbook.
Right.
They just know debit card swipe.
Right. Swipe, right.
Okay, so I would love to hear the outcome of the conversation from that.
Now, speaking of which, you mentioned 401k and IRAs. We have a financial fitness workshop planned for March the 3rd.
Oh.
Well, where the speakers are going to be speaking specifically to those areas. Investments, IRAs, 401k, home ownership, credit scores, budgeting, and couponing.
That's awesome. Now, what's the age group on that?
We don't have that.
But is it open for adults?
It's open
Yes.
for
Okay.
Yes.
Please let me know. I'm trying to move up different levels in my life, and I definitely need all the help that I can get.
Got you.
Okay, so
I just want to mention what ASCEND stands for.
okay,
It's spelled ASCEND.
okay,
The A stands for achievement. The S stands for self-awareness. The C stands for communication engagement. The communication. The E stands for engagement. The N stands for networking. And the D stands for developing skills. Ascend meets every other Monday at 6:30 p.m.
okay.
at the ASU Museum Room, number 157. And we will be having an open meeting for those interested in becoming participants on February the 5th at that same time and same place.
All right. So February 5th and Monday, 6:30.
Yes.
For young girls, grades 9 to 12. 9 through 12.
9 through 12.
9th through 12th grade. All right, so young ladies, parents, if you're out there listening, get your young ladies interested and involved and take them out to the interest meeting. We'll make sure to post this information on our social media pages so you can get us a flyer or something. We'll help to circulate that information for you all. All right, so you already mentioned, you talked about collaborating with the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated here in Jonesboro. Are there any others that you have worked with in the past or that you're looking to work with going forward? I know it's still early in the year for planning and things like that. When do you set your calendar year? Like, when do you start planning for, I don't know how it works. Do you go January to December or just kind of...
We do. We are January to December, and we like the calendar for the most part is set. Maybe not in stone right now, but we have plotted out all the things that we plan to do throughout the year.
Okay.
And sometimes, due to collaboration, we may add some things. For example, if someone says, "I see that you guys do seasonal wraps. You're collecting coats. We need help, or we want to help you," so we may add to that program. So it's a all year living, breathing document that can change.
All right, so all I can say is stay tuned for these lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated from the Eta Epsilon and the Kappa Nu Omega chapters. They stay busy. All right, so what are some of your future goals coming up for your chapters? Have you all had a chance to sit and like kind of recap last year and, okay, these are some things we'd like to do different, better, just not at all, or things that you can talk about up like that?
Yes, we do have a strategic plan.
Okay.
And our strategic plan, of course, is one of the guiding forces that helps us to get to where do we want to be in the future. So, of course, that plan, we have to take into consideration what we've done, what worked, what didn't work, how we can make it better so that we can serve more people. One of the things that we're in right now is, we mentioned earlier that we have a biennial meeting. Every 2 years we have a meeting with the organization on a national level. So every 4 years the administration changes. We get a new president, and with the new president comes new programs, new ideas, new ways to refresh our way of thinking and to try new things. So in July of 2018, we will actually have a new president with new programs. With right now, we don't know what those are.
Okay.
So once we get those, then it's a 4-year plan of how are we going to do it year 1, how we make it better year 2, year 3, year 4.
Alrighty. So do you all get to put input into the programs, or just whoever's in that position decides and then passes on to the other chapters?
Whoever's in position, they decide.
Okay.
However, for example, the administration that we're in now says that you have to do seasonal reps, but they don't give us instruction on how to do it.
Okay.
So you have a creative freedom of deciding, how does Jonesboro want to meet this target? West Memphis may decide that they want to do something totally different.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful that you all do have that freedom to personalize it and reach the most people possible, the way that you know how, because you live here, so you know how to reach the people. Okay, so let's talk about membership. So you have a young lady who's interested. Let's talk about how they would even be considered to be a member. What are some of the requirements?
For undergraduate, the requirement for Eta Upsilon is a 2.75 GPA, and we also ask that you have a lot of hours of community service, because of course we are a service-oriented organization, and we also ask that you have a good reputation, be in good standing and things like that. Just to be a well-rounded individual is really what we try to look for in a young lady.
And so do you, not that you necessarily are looking for girls, because people find you, but if someone shows interest, do you kind of maybe watch them around campus and say, okay, let me see what you're really about before?
I wouldn't say necessarily watch you.
Okay. I know that sounded.
When people do express interest, we definitely, of course, we point them to aka1908.com, so that way they know the requirements that they need, and hopefully they'll see like, okay, well, these are the international requirements. Let me at least try to step up to like meet these requirements, or if I've already done them, then just make sure that I continue to like represent what the organization stands for, like sisterhood, scholarship, and service.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull up our Facebook live stream and see. I'm sure we have a lot of people that are watching. People in and out. Okay, so from Brother Gerard Lockhart, he says, good morning to my beautiful family. Happy Founders Day. And thank you for your continued service to the community. So, and then Mr. Leganzi, even though he's out in the parade, he's still checking in. But we have people just watching. Y'all don't be afraid to say something.
And I would also like to piggyback on Maya's response to your question about membership.
Okay.
Membership is different if you're undergraduate versus a graduate lady. If you're undergraduate, meaning you're still on a college campus, then there's an application process, rush, as they refer to it, process that you go through. But if you have already graduated from a 4-year institution and you're interested in the chapter, then the requirements are different. You have to be invited by a member. Maybe we don't know that you're interested though. So with us inviting you, we first have to know that you're interested in being a member. And I think if you needed to know more about that, I'm sure some of our newer members may be able to give you some insight on that.
So to know that you're interested, of course you want to show your interest by supporting and coming to the events and showing up at the events. Also, with that, graduating with a 4-year degree, you still have to have a C+ or 2.5 after you've graduated on your transcript. And also, you need to, bring your talents. Be able to,
contribute something.
Something to the organization and the community.
Yes, don't just come and say, okay, I'm a part of this organization, but then do nothing. We've seen that in the past. Like, even though I'm not a part of any organization, I have friends that are part of different ones. And from my years in the 90s, when I started school, I've just seen things, people get in and then that's it. Like, they don't do anything, but they wear letters. So we would like everyone to be active if you're going to be a part of any organization. So
the great thing about being a part of the sorority, it's a lifetime membership, so you don't have to necessarily do it undergraduate. You can also do it at the graduate level, but you will be in the sorority for life.
Okay. All right, so we're getting down to our last couple minutes in this segment. Just want to ask, how many of you did the undergrad? Well, you're of course in undergrad, but those who are in the alum, how many of you did undergrad?
I did.
Okay, so would you say, for anyone that is looking into getting to the sorority, they're already out of college, do you think they missed out on going undergrad versus going straight alum? Or, I don't know.
I would say that the experience of being an undergraduate member versus a graduate member is different.
Okay.
But if there's a young lady out there who is a graduate, I don't let that hold you back from deciding to be a graduate member, because you still could have talents, as we mentioned, that we can use to help benefit the community. But no, just because you didn't go undergraduate for whatever reason does not preclude you from being an awesome, excellent woman of AKA as a graduate member.
And I know that, like Ashley talked about a little bit off air, that life changes. Life issues, rather, can get in the way. Same thing with me. I had some interest when I was in school, and now I feel like I'm a little too old for the undergrad because I'm still working on my degree. Thank God for that. But I feel like I'm a little too old for undergrad, but who knows, whatever may happen later down the line.
For me, my experience when I went to Arkansas State University, I was a non-traditional student, so it was a little bit, I was a little bit older than the undergraduate students, so I decided to graduate, and then while I showed my interest, of course, undergraduate, I still participate in their events because they do collaborate with the alumni chapter. And after I graduated, of course, I had the GPA. I had something to give to the community and the organization, so I chose to go that route.
That's awesome. Okay. Would you like to share any of your experience?
I too didn't go undergrad for similar reasons. I am a non-traditional student, but I still feel like I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary in December, so I do not feel like, not to say that I missed out, but I always want to be a part of sorority. So just to be in the sorority, I'm just happy to be here. Very thankful. And I've met a lot of wonderful people since being in sorority, and I'm looking forward to many years to come.
All right, so we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll just wrap up and give some highlights. So you're tuned in to Community Conversations. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Today I'm sharing some income-boosting ideas. Consider taking on a roommate or boarder. This is a great way to generate new income and or share expenses. If you don't own your home, double-check your rental agreement to make sure taking in a roomie is not prohibited. Look for ways to make money providing services to your neighbors. Ideas include yard work, shoveling snow, washing cars, house sitting, and dog walking. Offer to babysit or tutor the children of neighbors and others in your network. Tutoring areas in demand include math, reading, science, writing, sports, and music. I'm out of time, but join me tomorrow for Money Matters, when I'll have more income-generating ideas to help you pay down your debt, boost your savings, and make ends meet. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Before what Martin Luther King characterized as wading back into the sea of Southern segregation, he embarked on a 5-week tour of India, the homeland of Mahatma Gandhi. At the airport, he told reporters, "To other countries I may go as a tourist, but to India I come as a pilgrim." More on King's journey to India when we return. I'm Flex Alexander, and this is MLK, Minutes of the Movement. King discovered that coverage of the bus boycott had been so extensive that many Indians looked upon African Americans as brothers. He wrote that the strongest bond of fraternity was the common cause of minority and colonial peoples in America, Africa, and Asia was the struggle to throw off racialism and imperialism. He noted, too, the Indian people's love of Negro spirituals, writing that Coretta King sang as often as Martin lectured. I'm Flex Alexander, and this is MLK, Minutes of the Movement. Thank you for listening.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
From the KLEK Community Calendar, the Craighead County Martin Luther King Jr. celebration will be Monday, January 15th, 2018. The theme is The Color of Love. The parade will take place at 10 o'clock a.m. at 119 Dean Street, University Hall on the Arkansas State University campus. The celebration will be at 12 o'clock noon at 201 Olympic Drive, the Fowler Center at the ASU campus. There will be a pre-parade meet and greet at 9:30 a.m. at Centennial Hall at the ASU Student Union. The MLK choir rehearsal will be Saturday, January 13th at 10 o'clock a.m. at New St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 308 North Main Street in Jonesboro. In addition, there will be a youth celebration. The theme is The Color of Love, the King and His Dream. Sunday, January 14th at 3 o'clock p.m. at Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street in Jonesboro, Arkansas. More information is available via Tawana Bailey, Tawana_Butler at hotmail.com, Tony Peoples, TonyPeoples33 at gmail.com, and Natasha Baylor in Baylor22 at yahoo.com.
Help keep the dream alive. Wishing you a very happy MLK holiday from
KLEK 102.5 FM. And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Harden, and I'm speaking with the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I have with me Mrs. April Tucker, Miss Laquita Lewis, Miss Maya Reed, and Miss Elisa Hamilton. So I thank you ladies so much for joining me today and sharing this information with the community, and we're going to make sure to stay on top of all the events that you all have coming up. Once again, today they will be participating in the Martin Luther King Jr. Day Celebration Parade, which takes place on the campus of Arkansas State University. Lineup will be at University Hall, basically, which is on campus, around about the parking garage. So there's K's Hall, there's University Hall, and there's the parking garage and other buildings. So you see a group of people gathering, that's where they're lining up. And they're going to take it down Johnson Avenue, down to the Fowler Center for a program that will start at 12 p.m. All right, and then these ladies will be busy at that event, serving, once again, in any capacity that they can. So please go out and support the Martin Luther King Jr. Day Celebration Parade and other events that are going on. Also, there will be a pop-up warming center at Parker Park Community Center, opening at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. Go out and fellowship, volunteer, help out any way you can. Also, don't want to forget, as these ladies mentioned earlier, that their Ascend group, which is their mentoring group for young ladies, grades 9 through 12, they're hosting their seasonal wraps event. So they're collecting coats and scarves and gloves and other items for the winter weather. So please take out anything you have to donate to these ladies so they can help meet the needs of those in the community. All right, and they will be having an interest meeting for young ladies on February the 5th, Monday at 6:30 p.m. That's in the Fowler Center.
It's in ASU Museum Room,
I'm
number
so sorry.
157.
The museum room. Okay. Please make sure you give me a flyer so that I can get that information correct. I don't want to give out any wrong information.
And it is on February 5th. It's a Monday.
Okay.
Oh, they meet every other Monday, but the interest is on February 5th at that same time.
Okay. All right. So in these last few moments, I want to give you all the opportunity to give some shout outs and just give any of your feedback on, your sorority. Anything that we might have missed, you would like to highlight.
Well, I would like to hide out. Oh, what? I'm not gonna hide out. I would like to shout out our Soul Food Sunday, which will be on January 21st at 2 p.m. in the ASU Pavilion. It's free and open to the community. We will be having a speaker, Dominic Williams, and he will be discussing hypermasculinity in the Black community. And I know he will definitely give a great talk about that. And just come out and get some free food and have a good time, like after church. Just swing on by the ASU Pavilion.
Who doesn't like free food?
Right. Free soul food is that.
Okay. All right. Any other shout outs or highlights? Anyone?
I would like to give a shout out to all the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Happy Founders Day. I'm excited that this is my first Founders Day. I also want to let everyone know about an event that's coming up in April called Wine and Wellness. It's an event it will be for mental health awareness. Also, we'll probably talk about other health issues as well. Probably heart disease and stroke, breast cancer, any other health-related issues. And would like to see everyone come out to that event.
Alrighty. And again, stay tuned to KLEK. As we get information, we will do our best to pass it on. Check out Instagram and Facebook. Yes. And I'm trying to up my game on Twitter. Alrighty, so...
Oh, I was just going to make sure that I mention the Facebook page, which is at KNO Mega AKA. Okay. And you can always find the most up-to-date information about chapter events there.
Okay. We also have an Instagram page as well. And I think it's anybody know it off the top of your head?
KNU, I think. Because I follow. Well, we're going to pull that up. Does Ada Upsilon have a Facebook page? Okay.
Ada Upsilon's Instagram, our Instagram is HY_AKAs. And I do believe we have a Facebook page. I do believe it's Ada Upsilon, but we definitely update Instagram more because that's more of our target demographic.
This is AKA Kappa Nu Omega is our Instagram page.
Okay. All right, so you can find these ladies all over the different social media pages. Drop them a message, say hey, tell them thank you for their service. We truly thank you for your support to KLEK and the community as a whole. So Thank you, ladies. I want to also give a shout out to some lovely ladies, Shallon, Raleigh Tate, Carla Lee, and Taquita. Well, she's not Willis. Oh my gosh.
Jackson.
Taquita Jackson. She's gonna kill me. Hey, ladies, and I hope you're having a great day. So, want to see everybody in their pink and green, their pearls, and getting ready for some service work today. So thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, and stay tuned. Tomorrow we have the ladies from Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Tomorrow is their Founders Day, so stay tuned for that. Everyone have a blessed day. Stay warm, bundle up. Don't forget MLK Junior Day Celebration Parade on the campus of Arkansas State University. Lineup will begin at 9:30. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views